Hey Kyle, it's Principal Germanson here. Happy New Year, everybody, and welcome back to school year 21-22. We're actually in 2022 right now. It's hard to believe that we've been climbing the mountain, and now second semester. Here we go. We're at halfway point in the year, and so here we are. We're forging ahead to May. So as I always tell my seniors, don't stop working. Finish strong. Okay. Good advice for the beginning of the semester. There's some things I want to talk about with the beginning of the semester here, all right? And the first thing you probably heard because I sent an email and a text to your parents is that our attendance cap is back on. Those of you, so the only people that wouldn't know what I'm talking about are freshmen, but everybody else understands when we used to have 8 absences, you couldn't go over 8 absences and you'd lose credit. We have that back, but the number is 10 now, so it's an attendance cap of 10. So you cannot miss more than 10 days or you will potentially lose credit. So there's an appeal process that if you do go over, but we need to get our attendance back in check. All right. In my letter, I put our attendance data that I had processed for the first semester. And every school year for the last 8 years, our attendance has averaged 93%, to 94 something percent. This last first semester of 21, we had an 85 point something. It rounded to an 86%. Right? That's not good. That's like 8 percentage points below. All right? We need to get back on track. You need to be in class. I use this analogy with parents. Some of you miss 15, 20, 25 days. Take a book. I'm in Ms. Schleck's room. Take an English book and pull out. Your semester is about 88, 89 days. Take a book, miss 15 days, pull out 15 pages. You miss 25 days, pull out 25 pages. Now read the book. Tell me if you're going to miss something. You are. There is research. Look it up on the internet, Google Scholar. There is a correlation between absences and academics. The more days you miss, the lower your grade is. It's like I said, you're missing things. You're missing your teacher's teaching. So we need to be here. So everybody knows you're going to hear today from your teachers. Our attendance cap is back. Now, obviously, if you get COVID, obviously there's a medical excuse. Your grandma dies. There's some exceptions. But the old attendance cap of 8 is back, but now it's 10. Okay? Another thing that we need to get back on track for is tardies. And this goes along with our absences. Second hour, I use, that's easy for me to remember, is 9:11. So at 9:11, the bell rings, that's when class starts. That's when you need to be in your classroom. You need to have your computer out, your device out, notebook, whatever you need for that class, and be ready to work. All right? You can't just show up and lollygag in, or I'm coming from the lunchroom. No, at 9:11, when that class starts, that's when work begins. Your teachers have prepared lessons. Your teachers have 53 minutes to get the information across. It's go time. So if you remember a couple years ago, so the juniors and seniors would remember, we did sweeping. So which is going to happen this week, we're going to be teaching everybody about sweeping. If you are late, you will be swept up by some teachers and assistant principals. This week, we're going to tell you, hey, next week you're going to have detention, and it's going to be served by the end of the day. You will not be tardy now. We need to have an urgency in getting to class. There's too much lollygagging in the hallways. We are here for a purpose. We are here to get an education. We're here to get credits, and we're here to graduate. Okay? And we can have some fun, but we got to get to class on time. All right? And with that, when I talk about grades, and I just mentioned grades with attendance, are grades from the first semester, and I totally believe it's a correlation. As I explained, there's factual evidence that says absences and grades, but we need to work a little harder, all right? So the beginning of this second semester here, we're going to tighten things up. We're going to start off up here and work hard, all right? I'm gonna call it the way I see it in Mr. Germanson blank terms. The first semester was a little loose and a little not so tight. We're tightening things up. Okay? Absence, tardies, and schoolwork. All right? Let's do better. That's what we got to do as coyotes. We got to work better, harder this second semester. All right, coyotes? Because why? Because we're here to make a difference. Okay? So with that, let's have a great semester. All right.